Hey, what is up, guys? Flex Media here, bringing you yet another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And shout out to all of my global players out there, all my global mains. If you are unfamiliar with what is going on the JP side of the game, I know that, we're in the midst of the 5-year anniversary, right in the middle of part 2. But currently there's not a whole lot going on, unless you're still farming up those free-to-play units. So I figured let's take a little break from the 5-year and let's kind of focus on a little further down the road. So if you're unfamiliar with what is going on the JP side of the game, they had it actually wasn't that big of an update, but this is probably the biggest update since like the hidden potential system has been implemented or something like that. But this is the updating of links, and specifically links that are really good that just get better, and then crap links that are, actually, normal now. I believe this, Tusu, forgive me here. Suru Sen Ryu, I believe that is Fierce Battle. It's going from 15 to 20% at level 10. How you update the links is you just use the characters that have the links. Brainiacs goes from attack and defense 10% up to attack and defense 15% up. Golden Warrior, which is just like a normal 1 key link, and then reduces it used to reduce defense by 1,000, I think, and now at level 1 it's reducing defense by 5%. At level 10 it's going to reduce by 10%. So like, just for instance, Gentleman, which is like, Cell, LR Int Cell is notorious for having this link. It's actually pretty good now. Key 2 at 10% defense at level 10. Messengers from the Future used to be a attack plus 500 link, now going up to attack up to 10%. So a lot of these, Saiyan Warrior Raise is huge. Again, that was an attack plus 700 link, and now at level 1 it's attack 5%, and then at level 10 it's up to attack 10%. So this is huge. It's completely flipped the JP side of the game, like just completely on its head. A lot of these units that are very, very top tier are even more top tier, right? So Super Saiyan up from 10% to 15%. I mean, you can imagine the amount of units, between having Super Saiyan, Saiyan Warrior Race. I mean, look at that. Look at the links. Let's see if I can find it here. I'm going to do my best here. But for instance, so there's Kamehameha. That's another great one. Attack 5%. This used to be attack plus 2,500 when launching a super attack, and it is now attack plus 5% at level 1, and attack level, attack plus 10% when at level 10. Namekian's up to 7% healing. That's cool. Berserker, attack 30%. Oh my god. Big Bad Bosses, this is crazy. Attack and defense plus 25% at 80% HP or less, which is normal. But at level 10, there is no restriction on HP. That is absolutely insane, by the way. All of these units that are crazy powerful when, quote, Big Bad Bosses activates, well, guess what? If you get them up to level 10, it's always going to be active. So this is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Now, okay, Shocking Speed, key to defense 5%. That's always nice. Saiyan Pride up to 20%. Wow, man. Revival. This is crazy. This is crazy. A lot of these links, are getting monstrous, just monstrous upgrades. GT, attack and defense 10%, along with Key 2. Oh my god. So think of all those really, really strong GT characters. For instance, the LR Super Saiyan 4s. It's kind of crazy, right? Even a unit like the GT Trio. I can't find it currently, but one that comes to mind is Legendary Power. I believe that goes up to attack plus, there it is, attack plus 15% when performing special moves is absolutely insane. It used to be attack plus 5,000 when launching a super attack. So, guys, I mean, you guys get it, right? This is really crazy. It's completely just flipped the game on its head. But the question remains, when will Global get this monstrous update? And, if history tells us anything, particularly when we're talking about Dokkan Battle is very cyclical. They oftentimes, like the majority of the time, you can kind of predict what's going to happen. That it's not true necessarily. Like, the thing that comes to mind is like Global First stuff. You can't really predict what they're going to drop for Global First. and things of that nature. But app updates and things of that nature are pretty predictable. So let's kind of go over some evidence that can support my theory here, because I think we could actually get this app update pretty early. But the very, very latest, we're going to be getting this in September. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. What is up? Okay, so let's start here on the global side of the game. And luckily, we can kind of scroll this far back in history on the global, and just the actual Dokkan app. We're just here in-game. But if we look back, 10/8/2019, this was update 4.5.2. And what this did was it increased the speed of the map. It increased the number from 999 to 9999, the maximum number you can have for awakening medals, training items, training locations, support items, and then other items, I guess. And then you could also receive 100 gifts at a time. I believe this could have been the dark setting as well. Maybe not. Maybe that was a different one. But then, oh, I see. And then you could increase the types of items that can be exchanged for trade points, and then it fixed some bugs. So again, you can go ahead and check for yourself. But this came out on the JP side of the game in like late July. This same, update, not with the same exact numbers, but the same update, right? With the same content. And then if we keep going, let's scroll up a little bit more. 4.6.1. So this is where you could sell, multiple Hercule statues at a time. Oh yeah, they did some, cool things with the growth menu. You could, do training, hidden potential, reverse Dokkan awakening from the growth tab. So that's obviously nice. Optimize the Baba shop so you didn't have to click on the little arrow. You could just swipe. And then this was the big one, the summon animation. So this came out, if you can remember, back in December. And it was early December of 2019. This was right before the Global First Goku came out. Right before? Yeah, it was right before. I remember that was right before. And then if you look back on JP, that came out, I believe, with the Cooler celebration, or, near the Cooler celebration. So that was October of 2019. So roughly 2 months beforehand. And by the way, this one came out, again, I don't know if I mentioned it or not, the end of July. So roughly a little over 2 months, 2.5 months. So not too bad. So where I'm going with this, you can probably tell, update 4.8.4. Let's just double check what this one was. Yes, this was the no more transfer codes update. Yes. And then you could in bulk accept or deny friend requests. This was actually the dark setting, okay. So as you can see, guys, it's pretty clear. This one, by the way, came out late December for the JP side of the game. So roughly, that one took a little bit longer to come to global, about 3 months. However, the links being such a monstrous difference in game, considering we are about to have a dual celebration in the 350, or what the presumed dual celebration will be in the 350 million download celebration. They could start calling it something else, by the way, just so you know, so that doesn't catch you off guard, because it's like, dude, so what, we're going to be 10 years into Dokkan and they're going to call it the 1 billion download celebration? It doesn't seem, I don't know. They could eventually change the name is what I'm getting at. Ooh, the new wallpaper, by the way. Check your gift box. But my whole point is I think that this app update could come with, or at least near, the 350 million download celebration, which would put us right in the middle to late August. That is my prediction personally. Now, I could be wrong, but considering we're going to be getting probably a lot of the same content because it is a dual celebration, this new link system, if you guys have not played on the JP side yet, it has completely just, flipped Dokkan topsy-turvy. The units are so much more powerful. You've got LR Tech Broly with his active skill turn hitting 15 million and shit like that. Just crazy amounts. I mean, you guys see these LRs, legendary powers going from attack plus whatever when it's launched to attack plus 15%. It used to be a flat buff, right? Saiyan Warrior Race. All of these links are just getting crazy, right? I mean, a lot of these LRs are getting 75% attack from just links alone. I saw a post on the Dokkan subreddit, forgive me, I don't know who it was by, but talking specifically about AGL Gohan and his links. And he was the one that was, I think, most affected by these links. And yes, a lot of units were, like LR Tech Burly, again, Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power, that's a big one too. So you guys can see, like, I think that with dual content coming on the Global and the JP side of the game, I think Global is going to be getting this very, very soon. And this is, of course, my own speculation. And I think at the very, very latest, we'll get it in like September. It could be right after. It could be the celebration after. So what I would probably guess would be the Kefla celebration right after the download celebration. And then at that point, maybe we'll get Extreme Super Battle Road and things like that, which would make Extreme Super Battle Road a little easier, I can't even lie. So I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I don't need to drag out this video any longer than it needs to be. Slap a like if you enjoyed it, and let me know where your thoughts are on the link system in the comments below. And of course, consider subscribing if you're new. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your support, and I will catch you in the next one later.